Hello everyone, I would like to show you a game which had a great effect on me when I saw this very first time. The game is between Garry Kasparov and Viswanathan Anand, and it was played in World Championship match 1995. In that match there was 8 draws, and then Anand won a first decisive game, and then this game was played. In this game, Kasparov made a great comeback and eventually won the match. I think this game is many ways very impressive one. First of all, Kasparov had great home preparation, and then he played very nice dynamic chess, very nice tactical ideas, and then there was a ending where both had rooks and minor pieces, and even though the game was already winning position for white, there was some technical problems or maybe some counter chances for black, and Kasparov played very nice technical ending, and he demonstrated how to play this kind of ending, where is very important to find good cooperation between king and rook and minor piece. Okay, the game started with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, and now we have Roy Lopez. a6, bishop a4, a4 and knight f6, castling, and knight takes on e4. Anand played this line already in the game 6, and in that game Anand got the draw quite easily. But in this game, Kasparov had a novelty, which was a very effective one. Okay, we don't go in details. This is well-known theory, of course, and c3, d4. d4 is now a very typical idea in this open Spanish. And now Kasparov played knight g5, which was already played in Karpov-Korchnoi World Championship match in 1978. Anand took on c3, knight takes on e6, and after taking back, white takes on c3, queen d3, and this was also the position in the game 6 in this match. There Kasparov played knight f3, which is not the best one. Black can equalize quite easily, and in that game Anand got a draw quite easily. But in this game, white played bishop c2, which is a very strong move, and the idea is to sack rook on a1. And in that time, this was a great surprise for black, and here white played knight b3. The idea is to create strong attack with queen and bishop there. Black took on b3, and bishop takes back, and now if queen takes on e1, we will have quite similar positions like what happened in the game. Instead of taking here immediately, black played knight d4, and Now white played queen g4. Probably here black can play bishop e7, but still white has clear advantage because black's king is very weak. Black took on e1, and now bishop takes on e6. And when bishop is on e6, king can't castle either side, and that's the problem here. Rook d8, and now Kasparov played very strong move. And if you want to find that move by yourself, you can pause the video and continue later. Here white's best move is to play bishop on h6, and the idea is to create checkmate attack with queen, bishop and pawn if pawn takes on h6 later on. It can't take there immediately because queen is hanging on e1, so here queen c3 happened, and now bishop took on g7. And now if bishop takes back, the idea is not to take on g7. White's idea is to play check on h5, and then queen f7 is checkmate in one move. In the game, Anand played queen d3. There is ideas to create counter attack, check, and then check on g3, and then queen can take f1, or queen can join the defense with queen g6 move. Here Kasparov just took the rook because there is no real checkmate ideas with queen and knight and rook. As you can see, this is just check, and after knight g3, white can take with h pawn, and then there is free square for king. And now there is no checkmate because white can make checkmate first. If you want to find it by yourself, you can pause the video and try to find it. White can checkmate in 5 moves here. Okay, the right idea is to play queen h5, and now if king goes to e7, white can play queen f7 immediately. So king d8, and then bishop check, and black has to put bishop between, and then check, check, and checkmate. Quite nice attacking idea. So in the game, Anand played queen g6 to prevent that kind of attacking ideas, and now there is no way to continue attack. But Kasparov did, like many great attacking players, that they can move to the endgame when there is no clear way to continue attack. He played bishop f6, and now black can make this queen trade, but after taking here, white is pawn up and also has a bishop pair, which is very powerful in this kind of position. Instead of taking g4 immediately, black played bishop e7, and the idea is to get better version in that kind of ending. Bishop took on e7, and then queen g4. If here black plays king e7, then white can keep the queens on the board, by playing queen h4, because rook d8 is hanging, and that's why king has to go e8. And now bishop can retreat to g4, and the idea is to play bishop h5, and that's why black has to retreat with his knight as well. Here white can attack to the knight, and bishop h5 is the other idea, and that's why black has to put all his pieces in passive squares, and that's why white can play many ways in this position. One idea is to put these pawns rolling forwards, or white can just play with some attacking ideas towards black's queen side, but maybe f4 is the simplest one to in this position. Here game went this way, and now white has to be careful, even though he has very strong position. The idea is, of course, put these pawns rolling, but it's very important to find a good way to prevent counter chances on queen side, and that's why rook c1 was the only move according to the computer to keep position, to keep winning position. Black played c6, and now Kasparov played f4, and there is also idea to bring king in the action. a5, and now king f2, a4, king e3, b4, and now very nice idea behind this bishop d1. First of all, it prevents counter chances on queen side, but it also prepares pawn advantage. Maybe we can say pawn avalanche is coming very quickly after this move, because white is just moving pawns forwards, and black can't do the same on the queen side. So here black played a3. Actually, this pawn was hanging, or at least in some cases it was hanging. White played g4 here, and then rook d5. Now it seems that black's pieces are quite active, but actually after rook c4 we can see that bishop takes very well those squares which are needed to this knight, and bishop can join the attack on b3 or f3 or a4, or later even h5, or when these pawns get forward. Black played c5, but now there's no pawn which can defend the rook, and that's why king can go e4 and attack the rook. And now if rook moves, c5 pawn is hanging. There is no way to defend this rook by king, because f5 is then very strong repli, and that's why black has to retreat, and now white can take even this pawn, and now this powerful looking knight is quite weak. And after knight e6, white just plays rook d5, because if black plays like this, white bishop is much stronger than black's knight in this kind of position, whereas pawns on queen side and king side. That's why Anand played rook c8 and tried to create counter chances with rook, knight and these pawns. Here white just played f5, rook c4, king e3, knight c5 and now g5. And now we can see that this bishop has done very good job here, and then it can join the attack very soon. Rook c1, and now when Kasparov played rook d6, Anand resigned. And the reason was that after rook d6, king can't go e6, and the idea is to play f6 and bishop h5 will follow, and then there is even checkmate ideas because king has to go on back rank, and that's why there is no good way to continue the game. Here we can see that when we play this kind of endings where king, bishop, rook, or king, knight and rook plays against each other, there is also an option to create checkmate ideas like here, and I think this game was very impressive in this ending part also. Okay, I hope you liked this game as much I did when I saw it first time. Thanks for watching.